WoW is about the art of the world and putting that art into a golden record that will help the people in the future and tell them what the past was like, what it means to have a family, friends, and what shops were like and how much it has changed. The last time this was done was in 1977, where we made a huge statement about our life and hopes. We sent 2 Voyager spacecrafts across space and gathered together some words, pictures, and sounds from the Earth. The most important thing in my life now is family and celebration. To me, family and celebration is where you can celebrate anything special in your life with your own family. And the most important moments, whether it's birthdays or Father's Day, Mother's Day, any of those. I love singing every day because it helps me get through life and it encourages me to do different things. And people have said that I'm actually quite good at singing and that I should try and do something, with it.
So then, what's the most important thing in your life?
What's important in my life is happiness, my family, my friends. I swear, that's everything that's important.
Message, just live life to the max, take the risks you want, because otherwise you're never going to know what happens. Have no regrets in life, otherwise you just be like, oh, I should have done it this way, I should have done it that way, and you'll just be really all boring. But anyway, apart from that, just you're born to be you, don't be anyone else, don't try to be anyone else, just be you. If that means you're the most annoying person on the planet, you're the most annoying person on the planet. That's the way it goes.
I am passionate about philosophy and religion. Philosophy provides us with the questions, religion the answers. Religion should be compatible with reason and not based on blind dogma. As a human being, I'm interested in ethics. Is good based on the nature of an act or in its consequence? For example, could you justify torture if it saves thousands of lives? Or is torture innately wrong? Or to put it another way, if you were a vegetarian, would it be right to eat a chicken to prevent 2 other chickens being eaten? The result would be better in terms of the final chicken population if you did eat it. I'm also interested in the values of music. Can one argue that the Beatles are factually better than the Spice Girls? Or is it just a matter of opinion? Are some opinions more informed than others? Would I be wrong if I said that Peter Andre was the greatest artist ever? Ultimately, I agree with Socrates. The unexamined life is not worth living.
Go after your dreams, chase what you want, never give up. That's the most important thing, because if you lose your dreams, then you've got to have much, but if you chase after them, then you can succeed in whatever you want.
What would I do in my life? One is getting a job. Just have a good life as well, really. That's what I'm thinking of, really. Just getting a job.
I think the best thing about Southampton is the common. It's just such a great place to go and hang out, and it's lovely nature. And the thing that everyone should remember to pass on in life is where you're going next. Definitely good to know that, and I think the best part of Southampton is there's so many great churches around here as well, which is very helpful to know where you're going. If you go to a good church, you know about Jesus Christ and you have life eternal.
What's important to me is my family, especially my little cousin. She's 5 years old. I just love her to bits. She's just like the weirdest, wonderfulest little girl in the world. I just love her. My nan, she's undescribable, really. She's called me Charles since as far as I can remember. She's shorter than me, bless her. And, you know, I just love her to bits, you know. Got my uncle, Terry, as well. He's put the most confidence in me. You know, I used to be like really shy and timid. My auntie, just my family, I just love them to bits. I love them, you know, I don't know what I'd do without them.
Live every day as if it's your last. The first reason, don't leave something, do it. Don't hold anything back. Don't give up on anything. And last but not least, do what you truly think is right.
Well, WoW means like sort of the history of us sort of thing, because in the original shuttle, the disc they sent off, it contained like loads of different pictures and sounds and stuff, and that sort of represents like what we are as sort of like not just like individuals, but sort of like a whole community as a group of people on Earth sort of thing. And it's quite close to us because it sort of like represents like what we've sort of done, and if anyone like is out there, it sort of shows how far we've come in these few years that we've been on this planet sort of thing.
If we were to send out to space our most iconic moments in history, I think it would be better if we not only sent out the good stuff but also the bad, because if they were to visit us, if that was our end goal, then they might be a bit disappointed if all we sent out was the good things. So our original idea was to include our most iconic photos in history, and basically whatever may be out there would interpret what they are for themselves.
Well, I've always really been interested in space because it's sort of one of those places that's quite kind of empty and massive, and it just kind of, I've always found the scale of it quite mind-boggling in a way, really. So it's sort of the combination of it being so big and so intricate, but also just. And it makes you wonder if there's anything out there like life. I mean, you know, there's just so many things like that. I love space because it is so massive and intricate and just goes on into infinity. There is no end and no beginning, but it just sort of carries on. There are as many stars, billions and billions. I mean, there are so many that you cannot possibly count. And yet, it still just seems only a foot away. And so supernovas, for instance, are a great aspect of space because they just seem so massive and so far and can light up the whole sky like a second sun. I mean, they say that when this particular star goes, called Betelgeuse, that it will actually go on for days and light up the sky completely.
Hi, I'm Harry. I'm passionate about computers and this is a video about them. I think computers are great, and I don't know about you, but I couldn't live without them, to be honest. There is so much you can do on them, like typing documents, editing music, pictures and videos, and browsing the vastly gigantic internet.
Nature is important to me because it surrounds us and it's a big part of my life. I grew up playing in the woods and that's why it's important to me. If we don't stop using cars, it's damaging the atmosphere, which is heating up the earth, which could cause the flooding at shorelines because of the ice caps melting.
Well, I think really that it'd be nice in a way to leave something that kind of shows that you are here rather than just dying and not leaving anything at all. It'd be really nice if there was something that people could remember you by.
And it will show them what we used to do and how we used to do it, and like the things that were popular at the time and all of that kind of thing.
Does that answer your question?